I could do Haywood's. Days. And then let's see what we got here. We've got the jail, Claudia. Listen. Which one's Haywood's? Hayes. Makes sense. I think we're going to do Hayes first if we. It's working.
Yeah, it's weird.
No. All right.
No.
Is it just one case?
No.
Your Honor.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And let's see, all right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I have considered that for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you would, Ms. Hayes, raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give me truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, stuff you got.
Yes, I do.
All right. You can go ahead.
Destiny, we're here today to ask the judge to let you out on a mental health bond. We talked about that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And on a mental health bond, you have to seek treatment, stay on your medications, come to court once a month, and meet with Miss Kathy, the mental health coordinator, by phone once a week. Are you prepared to do that?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. Tell me what your mental health diagnoses have been in the past.
Bipolar disorder and manic.
Okay. And what medicines do you normally take for that disorder?
I have not taken any medicines here recently. In the past, it was the Provolax and Risperdal.
Okay.
And now in the facility, they have given me Limerol, and it's another one that I don't know for sure what is it.
Okay. Do you feel like if you were released from jail, you would be able to better manage your mental health issues with a doctor and a psychiatrist and the correct medications?
Yes, I would.
Okay. And Miss Destiny, you don't have any felony convictions of any kind, do you? Or do you? Okay.
Nothing other than what I have with Collins County. I don't
Okay.
have anything else.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Destiny. I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
Just a few. Miss Destiny, if you get out, where will you be going to stay?
With my family in Fort Worth, in Tarrant County.
Okay. And do you have a car or will they be helping transport you?
Well, I'm pretty sure for some visits it would be, but I would most definitely use public transportation to get to the local DART station near here, and then I would Uber the rest of the way to this court.
And do you have access to a cell phone?
I do.
Pass the witness.
No further questions, Your Honor. Would ask that this hearing be sealed.
Anything else from the state?
Your Honor, just argument from the state.
You can go ahead.
Your Honor, we're just going to object due to the facts of the case.
Ms. Hayes, I'm gonna go ahead and let you out on bond today. You gotta do what you say you're gonna do. And what you've got to do is you've got to contact Kathy every week and let her know how you're doing.
Okay.
Stay with your family. I understand that your child is in the custody of your mom right now. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You gotta follow the rules of CPS,
I'm aware of that.
because if you violate any of the CPS rules or our rules, you're gonna go back to jail, okay?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. I will see you. Our first check-in with you is probably gonna be on January 11th. Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to be here at 11 o'clock on the 11th. Okay. You'll get a folder that has all this in it. And when you call Kathy, she'll remind you of all this stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Holly, Kathy, and Judge.
Zan in.
Case.
We have Mr. King.
King.
Yes, please. How many cases does King have? One. All right. Are you Keon King?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I do have a copy of your mental health report. I will consider that for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client testify?
I'd like to call him for the limited purposes of this hearing, Your Honor.
Okay. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You can go ahead.
Mr. King, will you state your name for the record, please?
Keon O'Brien King.
Okay, did you hear the judge say he was going to take your mental health evaluation into consideration in this case?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of what's contained in that mental health evaluation?
Yes, sir.
You agree with the assessment made in that mental health evaluation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, during the process of getting ready for a mental health bond request, you also entered into an action plan that you agreed to comply with if they're going to grant you a mental health bond. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are agreeing to comply with that plan. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you intend to live with your mother? Is that the plan? Okay. And there are a number of other conditions, and you're agreeing to comply with all those, including reporting to the court once a month and or the caseworker once a week. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
Do you have access to a car or will you be getting rides from family?
My mother will be able to take me.
And do you have access to a cell phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Pass a witness.
Anything else from the defense?
No other questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
Just to read criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
On May 3rd of 2015, as a juvenile, the defendant was arrested for assault bodily injury and pleaded true. On June 16th of 2015, defendant was arrested for theft, $50 to $500 as a juvenile and pled true. On February 28th of 2020, defendant was arrested for terroristic threat as a juvenile and pled true. On December 31st of 2022, defendant was arrested for evading, unlawful carrying of a weapon, and criminal trespass. To these, he pled guilty and served 26 days. And Your Honor, we're just going to object based on his criminal history and the facts of the offense.
Okay. Mr. King, I'm going to go ahead and let you out of jail today on a personal bond. You've got to do what you said you're going to do, though. You're going to live with your family and you're going to call Kathy every week and let her know how you're doing. Kathy's online with us right now. You'll come see me once a month. First check-in with me is going to be on January 11th. You'll have to be here at 11 o'clock. Kathy will remind you when that time comes up, okay?
Yes, sir.
Did you want to share anything, Kathy?
Yes, Mr. King, once you get released, you should have a folder with my contact information. If not, your mom has my number. Give me a call once you get to your destination today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I will see you in a few weeks. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
See you later. All right. Who's Rogan's?
Patterson, I believe.
Okay. One case.
Rogan, is Patterson's yours?
Yep.
Okay.
Patterson?
Yes, please. All right, Mr. Patterson, I do have a copy of your mental health assessment. I will consider that for the purpose of hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify?
Briefly, Your Honor.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give being truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you got it.
Your Honor.
Right. You can go ahead.
Mr. Patterson, we went over the action plan this morning, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're aware that you need to follow those conditions and whatever conditions are in the bond conditions that the judge gives you if you're released, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're committed to following those, going to Life Path, staying in communication with us and the courts,
Yes, sir.
and you'll be living with your father in Princeton, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And your father, as well as your wife, will be transporting you wherever you need to go, correct?
Sir.
That's a witness, Your Honor.
Any questions from the state?
Yes, sir. Do you have access to a cell phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Pass the witness.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Right. Anything else from the state?
Just to read criminal history into the record, Your Honor. On August 11th of 2011, the defendant was arrested for theft, $50 to $500, and received straight probation. On June 19th of 2012, the defendant was arrested for criminal mischief, $1,500 to $20K, and served 1 year, 3 months confinement. On October 15th of 2018, defendant was arrested for criminal mischief, $50 to $500, and served 40 days in jail. Your Honor, we're just going to object to the facts of the case.
Mr. Patterson, what we're gonna do is go ahead and get you out of jail on a bond today. It's personal bond, okay? You've got to
Sure.
do, you say you're gonna do, you stay with your family, do what they ask you to do. Make sure you show up for all the appointments. You'll come see me once a month. First appointment with me is on January 11th at 11 o'clock, okay?
Sir.
You'll have to call Kathy every week, let her know how you're doing. She's online with us right now. Did you want to share anything else, Kathy?
Yes, Mr. Patterson, once you're released, you should be receiving a folder with my contact phone number. Go ahead and give me a call when you get to your dad's house. If for some reason, you don't get the folder, your wife has my number.
Okay.
We'll see you soon. Good luck. Thank you. All right. Who is Mike Kearns?
May I be excused, Judge?
Yes. See you later.
Thank you, guys.
Griffith? There's just one case? All right. All right, this is Dan Curtis Griffiths, and I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'll consider it for purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, I do, Judge.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right. You can go ahead.
Could you state your name, please?
Dan Curtis Griffiths.
Mr. Griffiths, you understand that there was a mental health evaluation done on you where it confirmed that you do suffer from a mental illness.
Yes, sir.
You understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
You understand that the dilemma here today is where you're going to be living and who's going to get you to your mental health appointments and who's going to get you to court. So I need you to address those issues with Judge Baxter.
Sir. I have I'd probably end up staying with my sister. If, I have an associate of mine that I stayed with before. His name is Joe Wilson, and his wife can actually run me back and forth and get me to where I need to go. That won't be a problem.
Okay. So, I mean, who's this person? Where do they live?
Joe lives in Farmersville. You hear me? He lives in
Okay.
Farmersville.
You understand that my office contacted both your brother and your sister to see if they'd be willing to let you stay there, and they would assist you in getting to your appointments. And both of them declined that request. You understand that?
Okay. I can stay with Joe. It's not a problem, but I have to contact him. That won't be a problem.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, do you know his exact physical address in Farmersville?
Sir, I do not. I do not know. I don't have any information off of any of how to get a hold of him besides Facebook. That would be the only way I
Okay.
could contact.
Well, if the judge releases you on a mental health bond, how are you going to get in touch with him?
As soon as I get out, I've got his number in my phone. I'll charge my phone up and I'll use the phone and I'll give him.
Okay. Anything else you think the judge should know?
Oh, sir. That's it.
All right. I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
No questions from the state, Your Honor.
Anything else from defense?
No,
Yes,
Your
sir.
Honor. I'd rest.
Anything else from the state?
Just to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
On July 2nd of 1996, defendant was arrested for a DWI, no dispo information. On May 11th of 1997, defendant was arrested for a DWI, no dispo information. On March 13th of 2017, defendant was arrested for a DWI, third or more enhancement, and served 4 years confinement. And Your Honor, we're just going to object based on the facts of the offense, and I don't really feel like there's a plan in place for this defendant.
Okay. Well, in the case it's filed, so y'all can take care of the case anytime. So I am going to deny the bond at this time because of the plan. It's not very good, and the case has been filed. So good luck. Thank y'all.
Be excused.
Yes. See you later. Then we have all the rest. Bail. Ball. Okay. All right. This is Mrs. Ball, and I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I will consider that for the purpose of this hearing. Yeah, I think there are 9 cases, 10 cases. Okay,
10.
all right. Did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, Judge.
All right, if you would, Ms. Ball, raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Carolyn, if you were to be released on mental health bonds, who would pick you up from the jail and give you a ride?
My best friend, Morgana.
And that's already been prearranged and agreed to by her, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And we've also discussed with the mental health office that you would be staying at the bridge shelter, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And one of the reasons that you need to get out is so that you can get some treatment with your mental health issues. Can you tell the judge a little bit about what issues that you have?
Yes, ma'am. Depression and anxiety, but I am also diagnosed as bipolar 2 with ADD tendencies.
And something else that we've been working on is an agreement with Detective Chandler over at the Plano Police Department, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they are willing to provide you an opportunity to, quote, work off every single one of your cases with them. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the only reason you haven't done that thus far is because you don't have the money to bond out. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So kind of how it's playing out is rich people are able to work off all their cases, but poor people are not. Is that right?
That's what it appears, ma'am. Yes.
Pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
No questions from the state, Your Honor.
Anything else from defense?
No other witnesses, Judge, and nothing further with this one.
Anything else from the state?
Just brief argument, Judge.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Your Honor, the state is going to object just based on the severity of the charges. It's multiple manufacturing delivery charges. And so we're going to object based on the facts of the case.
Okay. Yeah, and all the cases are filed, or most cases are filed, and I'm gonna deny bond this time. She can take care of the cases anytime. Plus, there's just too many cases, so I'm gonna deny bond this time. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Judge.